All right, what's going on, folks? And welcome to the very first... Hold on, I can hear myself again. Right. Okay, so... when the layout kicks in. There we go. Right, welcome to the very first multi-stream that I've ever done. So this is, as the title suggests, is going to be the final, well, hopefully, the final attempt at a Pokemon Black base hardcore Nuzlocke run. I've taken the opportunity to just skip through the intro. We've seen it plenty of times by now. Well, everyone on YouTube has anyway. So we're just going to blow through that and let's get straight into this. Now, I have done zero extra research or prep into this that I did with the last one. All we are hoping for now is that Tepig makes all the difference that we need. Because I believe in my third run through of this, I got to the very end of the Elite Four, but died. And then in the last attempt on Saturday, we finished our randomized Nuzlocke, so now we just have this one to finish, and then we can move on to the next generation. That is the first Bianca fight dealt with easily enough. Even if we lost, it doesn't matter yet. Until we get our Pokeballs, this is all just free XP. I did say I have not done any extra research or prep this time, but I have actually still got to pull up my level caps. Because I still need them. Wherever that's gone. Give me 1 second. Where's that? Is that? No. There they are. Right. So get them back in line. So I can actually see what I'm doing. Right, so we will go to there. Pull you down here. Right. Let's crack on. Now, I hope... I have tested it and it seems to be working, the multi-chat dock in OBS. But we'll have to wait and see. So if I do miss any messages in this, then I apologize. I will try to fix any issues. But let's just go with the notion that we don't have any issues for now. Let's just blow past these fights. They do not matter. I will take the free XP, but even if we lose, it means nothing. There we go, it's a free level. Let's have a look at our stats. Attack and special attack are pretty even. The only thing we are lacking is defense. So I'm assuming that means we have a bad defense nature. Or minus defense nature. Let's have a look. It is a gentle nature, which is exactly that. We do have plus special defense. Minus actual physical defense, but let's hope that's okay. We should be able to find something to cover for that, so fingers crossed that won't come back to bite me. Now, let's blow through all this. We have all seen this intro plenty of times. There is no new ground being broken here. So, for Twitch mainly, if anyone is watching just yet, because everyone on YouTube should know this by now, the only thing I change in the base run of these games is I make it so trade evolutions are available without the need for trade. And that is literally all we change. I did not think of nickname themes here, so we are going to go off subscribers on YouTube because why not? And then if people jump into the chat, you don't need to subscribe on Twitch. I don't think you can subscribe on Twitch yet either. But if you just jump in the chat, I will use your names as well. Let's get this underway. Now, the only difference I'm thinking of making in this early game is instead of waiting for a dust cloud and a drillbur in the first cave we come across, we are just going to run into an encounter and hope it is the rock Pokemon. And not the Zubat wannabe. Because I believe... Well, I keep getting the Drillbur killed early, so we never even get to see an Excadrill. So it's pretty pointless. But we are going to try to play this one as careful as possible. As you can see, I've already set up the candies. We have the Pokeballs. The challenge has officially started. First Pokemon is either going to be a Patrat or a Lillipup. Either one is okay. I would have preferred the Lillipup, but I think there is another chance to find one on the next route. So it's not the end of the world. That should be enough. There we go. I don't know if the main man himself is in the chat yet, but Mitz is usually here for our Pokemon Black live streams, so you get second name. As also check his nature. See what we're working with. A lax nature is plus defense minus special defense. I do like the fact that he does have plus defense. Hopefully that will mean he survives a bit longer than normal. But we'll have to wait and see. Made it into the first town. We have our first end fight coming up. Let's just go through the Poke Center tutorial as always. Now Ask Ketchum, hi, can we be friends? Sure we can. Next Pokemon I catch, I will name after you, mate. Now, what was I about to say? Yes, the main thing I'm excited for this playthrough is because I finally get to use my Fire Starter. Because in the previous runs, I started with a Snivy. That took me to the Elite Four, but we unfortunately failed right at the finish line. And then the run after that was the Water type, which did go quite well, but not well enough. Now, before we take on N, all his Pokemon are level 7. So let's get everyone up to level. Well, everyone. We've only got the 2 for now. And I believe I just learned a new move, right? Yes, Ember. Put that up front. Now, it seems... Well, the stats are basically the same, but it does seem that that Tepig favours physical damage over special. Third time's the charm. Let's hope so, Mitz. Good to see you, my friend. And Ash sent a Discord friendship request. Okay. Well, while he's chatting, let us get that opened up with. I don't have the Discord. And there we go. You have been accepted, friend Ash. Right. Let's get Team Plasma out of the way. Let's get this end fight underway. If I remember correctly, he's only got the one Pokemon. And it is a Purloin. Which shouldn't be able to do much to me at this point. We out damage, so yeah, unless he gets a crit, we should be absolutely fine here. Growl does not affect Ember. So, unlucky for you, and that is N dealt with. There we go. Right. Let's get ourselves our next teammate. Dan the Men, what's your favourite Pokemon? Unapologetically, I am a Gen 1 Charizarder. I know it's a bit of the normie answer, but it's just cool. Right, first Pokemon, well, second Pokemon, sorry, is a Purloin. Not one I've actually used before, so hopefully this makes a bit of a difference. I don't know much about this Pokemon, but I think I still would have preferred to have the Lillipup. But this is my first time using this guy, so you never know. This could make a world of difference, or maybe it will just be used as a sacrifice later on. So Dan, yes, my favourite is Charizard. What about yours? Purloin, right. So I already promised. There we go. I'll introduce myself after the stream by DMs. It's easier there. Yeah, no problem, my friend. Let's get it. Well, let's check out Ash first. So, Ash, you are a relaxed nature, which is minus speed plus defense, and you're protected from paralysis. I like that. I am liking these defensive natures, though. I'm hoping this can help make the difference. Squirtle, hey, yeah. The Gen 1 starter, you'll get no arguments from me on that either. Pikachu was the first one I knew and was a little kid. Was 3 or 4 then. Yeah, Pikachu, I mean, to be fair, it's most people's first Pokemon, isn't it? And it does hold a special place in my heart as well, but if I had to absolutely pick, yeah, it's still Charizard. Which, speaking of, Ash, you've just seeing you again has reminded me, but I completely forgot to check out the new Charizard you were talking about the other day. Where am I from? I am UK. What about yourself? I don't like how much damage you're doing. Let's go into Ash. Let's give you a go. But I am glad to see that it does seem that the multi-chat is working. I've got Dan the Men on Twitch and Ash on YouTube. Israel? Okay. Well, stay safe. I know things aren't very good in that region of the world right now. And that is about all I'm going to say on that topic. I don't believe a Pokemon Nuzlocke challenge is the best place to start talking politics. So we will leave that there. But yeah, stay safe. Right, and our first real trainer fight. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, we are absolutely fine here. Not rare candy. Let's use one of our potions. While playing it safe, I do also want to not keep running back to the Pokemon Center every 5 seconds. We do want to actually make as much progress as we can today. So we will be using a lot more potions. That did nothing. You are a dark type. Why did I go for that? Even after the growl, we still do decent damage with tackle. So, and if you're just going to go for tackle growl, then I'm going to out damage regardless. Looks like 2 more is probably going to be needed. No, 1 more is fine. And you hit level 8. You get the useless move bide. And now let's switch in Ash. Right, so in the Dream Yard, we are, of course, going to pick up the monkey again. Ooh. So hopefully, well, that will carry me through the first gym. I do not like how much damage you do. Let's go into dip. Ember should finish the job. Well, near enough, yeah. But we outspeed, so we don't need to worry about the defense drop. There we go. Yes, see, going off that damage, I think I would have definitely preferred the Lillipup because they seem a bit of a monster. Don't tell me you want to fight. Oh, God. I've not healed. Oh, no. But you have Snivy, so I should be able to take you out with Mitts and then finish off the Snivy with not Ember, Tepig. Yeah, we're going to be absolutely fine in this fight. I don't really like Pignite or Ember. They are kind of ugly. I've not changed my switching, the battle mode. We'll fix that in a second. I don't really like Pignite or Ember. Yeah, I mean, me neither. I do prefer the look of the other 2 end evolutions, but oh Jesus! All right, well, we've already lost a Pokemon. We do really need to start paying more attention. Although it was a crit, so there was a lot of luck involved with that. But also, if I was paying attention, I would have known that I could have died to a crit there. Yeah, this is easily my least favorite fire starter evolution line, but it's the only one I haven't used yet. So let's hope he can. What's the word? He can win this for us. And what's that, Dan? Just followed. Oh, I appreciate that, Dan. That does help. Right. So let's pick up our monkey. Let's get this gym underway. But no, I do appreciate that follow. If you wouldn't mind as well, if that's something you're into, you can feel free to head over to the YouTube, same name as the Twitch, and give us a sub over there. That'd be much appreciated. Prefer Oshawott line, it's badass. It should be water fighting since it's a samurai. Yeah. I actually prefer Snivy's end evolution out of the 3, but it is Snivy, Oshawott, and then Tepig. Which is rare for me, because, as I say, I am unapologetically a fire starter simp. So I usually favour the fire type regardless. But I still didn't change the settings. Right, let's try to remember that after this fight. Alright, let's get this guy done with. And before we go any further, let's change that. Put that onto set, put that onto fast. Would I like to save these changes? Yes, I would. The only issue with losing Patrat so early is he was going to be my cut slave, but I suppose I'll have to use something else. Dan, I did. Oh, well, thank you very much. That is much appreciated. That's over with. Plus Hisuian. Hisuian? God knows. It's the best variant and its shiny is so good. Gen 10 starters are among the best starters design-wise. I don't know any starters past the game, to be honest. We are not risking another death. As I say, I don't tend to look up the next generation until I actually play it. So it makes the base hardcore Nuzlocke, you know, just keeps the authenticity of it. The most I do is when I'm actually ready to start that generation is I will look up the end evolution of the starters. Purely just look at what they look like. And then base my pick off that. I don't look at their stats. I don't look at their move pools or anything like that. We are just looking. Just see what they look like. Alright, give me the Pansage. And Dan, you are here, so good job. This guy is a dude as well. So we got Dan. I need to go fight Sharon in the trainer school, and then the gym leader should be back. And the first level cap is 14. Let's check out Dan. He is a lax nature, which is plus defense minus special defense. Once again, I am liking these defense Pokemon. Being minus special defense is not ideal, but I'll still take it. Attack and special attack are pretty even. So, yeah, that is fine. Alright, let's go fight Sharon. I'm glad you like him, Dan. I like Bonbon, it's adorable. Yeah, those are completely new Pokemon to me. I don't know what you're talking about, to be honest. Ash, is that the next generation, or is that the Gen 10 starters? That was 8 damage, so even if he crits, I'm fine. Not after a defense drop, though. Right, last up is a Purloin. Just hit it with a Vine Whip. We should be fine. Couple growls. That did, what, 5? Doesn't matter, we get a crit, finish it off. Alright, give me those berries. I said I'm going to try avoid using the Poké Center as much as possible, but we had to run past it, so it's fine. Alright, you get in your gym. I'm not sure what level the trainers are, but we should be fine to take them on and then get everyone up to the level cap. Gekwa. Gotta be my least favourite since I'm not a fan of reptiles. It already looked like it will go similarly to Primarina. Okay. You are level 11. So these are higher levels than mine. So I'll put everyone up to 12 after this fight and we should be okay. Gen 10 isn't out yet. Okay, okay. Oh. Oh, did not like that. But I'm a dark type, so I should resist this bite. Oh, unless you go for a tackle. That did 9 damage. So if he crits, I'm dead. But I don't really have much choice. One defense drop isn't going to make me take double damage. If you are going to waste turns doing that as well. Let's see, now 2 defense drops I am a bit worried about. I've got Pansage. There's no point risking this. Because I can always switch back out if I need to. This should finish it off. Okay, nearly. Yeah, thank God. You only had the one Pokemon. That flinch was a little unlucky on Tepig. That could have been a much easier fight, but it is what it is. I use a couple potions, so they all seem to be around level 11, so let's do a quick one of these, and that should be fine. When does Gen 10 come out, Ash? We should be fine with this. Double scratches. That was a crit. Oh, this better be a 2-shot. It isn't. This should finish it, right? If it doesn't, then... Okay, he went first anyway. Doesn't matter. Alright, Purloin, level 10. What have you just gone for? We'll go into my own. No, we'll go into Dan, actually, sorry. That was a crit, okay. I was going to say that was a bit strong. I was hoping for a paralyze there, but maybe this one. Let's try another one. Okay, how are we not getting paralyzes here? We'll switch out. 2027. Okay, we've got a while to go then. We survive another one, even with a crit, right? Well, bite will do even less, where it does 5. So if he crits, I'm dead. But if he doesn't, we're fine. I outsped, never mind. Is it early 2027 or, like, quite late into the year? Right, we are at the gym leader, so it's level 14 all around. I will actually teach you your... well, no, actually. I'll keep Scratch for now, and then as soon as it learns a Dark-type move, we'll switch it. And I could see a universe where we're going to try to use more moves than just attacks this go around as well. Because that is a... AI viewers, stream boo. What? What was I saying? Yeah, we're going to try to use more than just attacking moves this go around. Because I feel like that is where I am losing some of these runs. By just purely trying to out-damage. Shizik? I don't know what you mean by that. Maybe it's me just being a little bit stupid, or it doesn't make any much sense to me that. We will get rid of Scratch. We don't need that. I've just healed. Why have I done it again? Right, let's get into this. Alright, first gym leader. There should be... Do you lead with a water type? I don't think you do. Yeah, okay. So we'll take this out with a Tepig. I don't like how little damage Ember does, though. I would like... Okay, well, it's still a 3-shot, so it is fine. Especially with the burn. Now you can't hit me. I mean, you don't even get a chance to hit me. That's fine. And now we have the Panpour. Right. We're going to try to whittle it down and use its potion first. I don't like that, though. So we are going to hopefully make you start missing. That did 13, so if he crits, I am dead. Well, let's just hope he doesn't land. Or even if he lands, let's hope he doesn't get a crit. I'm going to try and assist and hope a Vine Whip comes out. It isn't. Alright, we're going to have to lower that attack because you are doing far too much damage. I will use Growl as long as I have to. I've got more Growl PP than you do have work up. So. Okay, right. We are in trouble. I avoided that one. I still did a lot. Right, we've won. It does learn a physical fire type move at 15. Okay, good. Right. With me saying I was going to try and play this game a bit more careful, I have already lost 2 Pokemon, so I'm not enjoying that. But we'll try to make it work. Alright, there's Cut. Well, seeing as Purloin is dead, if it can learn Cut, it can stay on the team for now and just be my Cut slave. Yeah, you can, right. So you can stay in the back of the team for now. It doesn't matter what we get rid of at this point. Now, what does Work Up do? It boosts attack and special attack. Diplex can't use it. I'll stick it on the monkey. Why not? Get rid of Fury Swipes. And now there is an item down here. I don't know if it's any use, but we'll pick it up regardless. Oh, that's a free Super Potion. Won't say no. And a free Great Ball. Right, Dream Yard we go. Let's get a heal first. And we just have to... make sure we put Ash at the back. Let's give you guys some berries. You never know, they could come in handy. Right, let's get these guys done with. Tepig do learn Flame Charge. Okay, cool. I'm hoping that will be a nice power boost. Because Ember is just not cutting it. I mean, to be fair, Ember is never really great, but... I said that, and he's just done... Well, it is 4 level lowers. 4 levels lower. But it did 2-shot that. 50 base power, 100% accuracy, and it's increasing speed by 1 stage after each use. Ooh. I do like that. I get a crit. Nice, thank you. I think Ember's heard me and is trying to make up for it. But here's Flame Charge. Right. Oh yeah, what was it? 50 power, 100, and then base, and then does that. We'll get rid of Tackle. So that means I can hopefully, not hopefully, but I will start outspeeding stuff that I shouldn't be. And if I've got plus speed, I can hopefully learn some kind of like boost attack move as well. And then I could be super fast, super powerful, and potentially go through some teams a lot easier. When evolving it, learning arm thrust. Okay. That'll be another physical move, I'm guessing. Let's flip you guys over. And I should get a Blitzel. I mean, it's all a luck of the draw now, isn't it? I know on this next route here, I can... Yeah, I've got the chance for either a Blitzel or a Bidoof. Or P-Doof. Or P-Dove. There's an item here, but I already picked it up. Never mind. I missed that one again. I always forget about this sneaky little one over here. But I can also wait on the Route 3 encounter till I get to the Dark Grass and pray that I get a double encounter so I can pick which one I want. But I tried that a few times on Saturday and I don't think I ever got a double encounter, so Because in this gen, it get a multi-drive, lightning rod, and by the level cap, it will evolve to Zeb Striker. Blitzel evolves at 27. Okay, well, I would prefer the Blitzel over a P-Doof anyway. But yeah, let's hope we get that. Let's pick up that first. This isn't a randomizer, so I shouldn't really be going for all these free items because they're never going to be something super useful. I know there's one down here as well, though. Got 3 Pokeballs we'll take. And also, before we continue on our journey, we'll pick up some extra potions so we don't have to keep running back and forth. Make it a nice round 10. Also, a couple antidotes can't hurt. I picked up a Paralyze heal, so that's fine. Actually, no, we do want repels. Because in this generation, every 2 steps you get trapped by a wild Pokemon. Right. P-Dove doesn't really help who taking Tepic, only with fighting types, but that is it. Yeah, true. I beg your pardon. Oh, I've got to go see her, haven't I? I was thinking, why'd you not let me past? I've taken out the gym. But I always think it is handy to have a flyer as well. Mainly for getting around. Not so much for battles. But then thinking about it, I can also actually guarantee a ducklet on one of the bridges. So I should, in theory, have a flyer by the time I get the HM for fly. But we'll see what this encounter is about to be. Because this could all be just pointless waffle. Right, now you let me past. I've only got the 2 Pokemon. So we will go to the cave first. And we are going to hope that we don't run into a Swoobat. Let's just focus one down first. Yeah, Flame Charge. Already very nice. We do want to run into, what was it, Rog and Roller? We do want one of them instead. Because I'm hoping that, although, I know Excadrill is ground steel. So maybe... Maybe we still go for that, because that will be the savior to Elise. Or Alcy, or I forgot her name. But that would be the savior to that, because the Emolga shouldn't be able to touch me then. But I've used a Drillbur in every run so far, and I've never managed to keep it alive to the level cap, so... Alright, we're going to kill you before the focus energy matters. So no crits for you, and now it's Purloin's time. Let's try and paralyze it. And Worgen is going to do nothing. There's the paralyze. Go into Tepig. Don't forget, Emolga is unaffected by ground. I think Rog and Roller would be better. Okay, right. Well, Ash, thank you for telling me that. I assumed it would be because, you know, it's electric. Oh, I get what you mean. Like, it's unaffected by my attacks. Yeah, I was thinking more for immunity, more than actual damage. And then Mitts, I think Rog and Roller would be better. But yeah, we're going to try for that one this go around. But we are running the risk of a Woobat. And Zebstrika basically just walls Elise. Yeah, but I have to try and get one first. Because I know if I don't get one here, I can basically guarantee one. Through repel manipulations. From the route just above the 5th gym. Right, so I'm gonna go to the dark grass, so we're gonna leave all this alone for now. And we're gonna try and get this Rog and Roller. What was I saying? So yeah, so I know I can essentially guarantee a Zebstrika later in the game. But as I say, that is after when I like ideally need it. Level 16, hopefully you evolve now. Don't be like a weird one that evolves later. And you are. Okay, fine. Let's take on these guys as well. I do like that they are targeting Cherin and not me. Much appreciated. Right. Alright, you guys disappear. Cherin, you go away. Alright, big money, no whammies. Big money, no whammies. Come on, come on, come on. Yes, come on. Oh, that was quite lucky. Now, I'm also hoping you have the sturdy ability. Because that could just come in handy to guarantee we don't one-shot. We get one-shot by something in the future. But before we're not even going to try to, we're just going to hope you have that. I'm not going to try risking it with this. I just want to get you paralyzed. To make you easier to catch. But the fact we didn't come across a Woobat, I'm liking. I'm a big fan. There we go. There's the paralyze. Right. You can't hit anything anymore. An Ember won't kill. Definitely not. Now we just start chucking Pokeballs. We'll chuck a Great Ball. Let's just get it caught. Now, everyone in chat so far has been named. Yeah, I am going to try and look for a Blitzel, but we can't guarantee it, unfortunately. Everyone has been named so far, besides that other guy who said something about AI. And we don't like AI around here, so we will not be giving you that nickname. As I do with all my rock types, you'll be named after characters in Rocky. Because I'm super original like that. Right, let's check him out. Hopefully this is going to be what I need to get me past the lease. What's that? Careful Nature, which is plus special defense minus special attack. A rock type is usually a physical attacker anyway. And it does have sturdy. Let's check his moves. Headbutt stronger than tackle, right? Yeah, definitely. Get bad Pokemon and name it AI. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all, actually. And then it can be my free sacrifice Pokemon as well. And then AI could be reliable if it's the Google AI. Yeah, to be fair, with like simple questions, I do just tend to use just go off that AI. But I mean, like, yeah. The new prevalence of AI is not a good thing in my eyes. Especially like with the AI like content and everything. It's like, come on now, like, just put some effort in yourself and actually make the video yourself. And I tell you what I do hate. Right, I can go down here first, go to the dark grass and hope that we get a double battle. But what I do hate with these AI videos, like with doom scrolling, is like the ones where they narrate over a film clip or something. I just find that so annoying. Right, yes. Right, let's get this. Right, not all AIs are unreliable. Yeah, as I say, for like basic information, I'll use it, but when they do it to make videos and stuff like that, or thumbnails or pictures, I just hate that kind of stuff. And I have the traded evolutions enabled, yeah. So, yeah, and it gets its final form before the 4th gym. Ooh, he is going to be very strong then. Right, let us put you in front of you, just to make sure we remember that the cat is actually dead. And I really hope I don't forget that and invalidate this run at some point, because that would be annoying. Right, you've got your first rock move. Very happy. Goodbye, tackle. I didn't mean to use another one of you. I meant to do that. Right, we'll put you in front and hope be a double battle. No, it's not. This is a dupe, so that's fine, though. We'll get rid of you. Am I crazy? But I think you get double battles. Oh, we get one anyway. You don't get double battles in dark grass. Or am I thinking of, like, platinum or something? Since the info. Google AI, not reliable. Yeah, very true. Yeah, yeah. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, we went from such a good encounter to a terrible outcome. That is absolutely shocking. Oh, that is bad. That is real bad. Well, let's just hope that Rock and Roller can can cover us for that 4th gym. Right. Let's repel, and let's pick up these items that I left behind before. I mean, thinking about it, I probably shouldn't have been using Rock and Roller anyway, because he does have a high attack stat. So we were running that risk, but you can't reliably play around crits, really, so it is what it is. We'll just have to make do. I've got faith in this guy, though. He should be more than enough to deal with Elise. Hopefully. Just thinking what's more annoying is Elise's vault switching more than anything. Like, it's just annoying. They get damage off and then I can't hit them. But I'm hoping we can wall that enough so that we rock blast the incoming Emolga. Do enough damage to that. So then when we switch again, or when she switches again, we can chip it down reliably-ish enough. That's super effective. Jesus, that did nothing. These monkeys are not strong, are they? Alright, we used your berry, so we win this fight. Burning Tepig, hi, how we doing, my man? Apt name, seeing as we did pick Tepig as our starter as well. So, welcome to the stream. You could manipulate to get one later. What, Blitzel? Yeah. Well, it'll be Zeb Striker by then. But yeah, I mentioned that before. You can do that after the 5th gym, or before you... in the 5th gym town anyway. Just on that route above, I can repel manipulation my way into pretty much a guaranteed one. Try to say whether if AI is reliable or not is dependent on its info sources. Yeah, of course. Yeah. I'm the Tepig in your party. If you were here at the start, you would have been. But unfortunately, he is named after Dip, I believe, who is... Yeah, Diplex, who is one of my first ever subscribers on YouTube. Right. Now, before we bother with the gym, we are going to go down here, pick up another Pokemon, and hope it's a water type. You give me Rock Smash, which is going to come in handy on this next gym. We'll unlock the free heal here. Yeah, we hope we get this Timpole. Because that is going to be... Well, Seismitoad in the first couple runs was very, very good. It does have a glaring weakness to water types, but... not water, that's water types, grass types. But we can make it work. We do have the perfect counter for grass types in the starter, so... Mates, don't forget the charcoal. Where was that again? I completely forgot where the charcoal is. Is it in one of these houses? This house gives me a trade. I think it's you, right? Yeah. House to the left of the Poke Center. Thank you. Which one again is it? I think it's this one, right? No, I don't have a Snivy. I got a Tepig. There we go. Oh, hey. Alright. Good luck in there, Mitts, because I completely forgot about that. Right. Let's give that to you instead of the berry. And then what we will do, we will put the berries on these guys. and then that's fine. Right. So I, once again, want to at least try for the double battle. So, another rappel down to the bottom. Never mind. And we found an Ordino instead. Okay. I mean, there is places further on where I can guarantee a water type. You know, thanks to surf and such, but I would have liked one nice and early. Let's try and catch one of these. It does seem quite bulky at least, so hopefully we can use that to our advantage for something. I know you're named Tepig, but unfortunately, Burning, you're going to be named after an Ordino. Alright. Well, there's no point going down the bottom now anyway. So we can just crack on with the story. Alright, we do need to check out this Ordino as well. See what it's got, see what it's like. If I remember correct, it's basically this region's Chansey. Like with healing and stuff like that, isn't it? So I could use it as a potential staller, but we'll have to wait and see. You evolve at 17 at least? Come on. Tepig, evolve. Yes, you do. Alright, sweet. Now we got a Pig Knight who learns Arm Thrust. Just in time for this gym as well. Do we just... Yeah, we get rid of Ember now. We don't need it. It'll be Flame Charge Arm Thrusts all the way. Alright, let's do a quick heal. Let's check out Ordino. Relaxed, which is plus defense, minus speed. Restores a little bit of HP when withdrawn from battle. You've got refresh, double slap. Okay. I do like the fact that it gives itself a little bit of free healing. That is quite handy, especially in a defensive Pokemon anyway. I can use that to stall out something later on. But let's not get too ahead of ourselves. We now need to take on the gym, which is a level cap of 20. So let's get everyone up to 19. Mudslap's pretty weak, right? Yes, 20. No. Let's get you up. And I could also do with finding you like a Miracle Seed or something because, yeah, your attack is not great. Or I could actually just spend a couple turns using Work Up at the start of a fight. But if we start taking too much damage, then it's a bit of a risk. I do want Bite over Lick. I know it's way stronger, but I do like the chance for paralysis. But then this can flinch as well. And Bite can hit everything. Lick can't hit normal types. So that's fine. Why am I leveling Ash? You are dead. No, I don't care. You don't need to learn anything. You are... I'm just going to stick that in the box now. I've got enough people on the team. And I don't think I need Cut. At least not for right now, anyway. And if we do need it, we can always just come back and get him. It's not the end of the world. Right. Gym time. Cat has died, put it in the back. Oh, well. I've just seen that, but yeah, too late. I've already put it in the box. And I like Ordino anyway. Okay, good. Let's hope I can do you some justice with him. Right. Knowing that this thing can't touch me, let's see how good you... Oh, well, Supersonic is a bit annoying. Let's see if we can hit a couple workups. I would like to snap out of the confusion before I try going for a move, though. Because I am just going to start doing more damage to myself. And you're just going for growls, which is annoying, but... Yeah, Bubble Beam does nothing. Let's hit it with a Vine Whip. Yeah. Our attack is... I don't even think it's back at all it was. I think it's -1 now. So we're just going to let Leech Seed do the damage it needs to. Get me some more healing. Well, actually, I'm going to let Leech Seed finish you off. And try to get some attack boosts for the next guy. Which I forgot what it is, but... the growls are getting rid of my attack, but if I did have a special attack, then that would be quite handy. Next is a Timber, which is a rock type. Let's just see what we do with the Vine Whip. Yeah, nothing. This is looking at a crit. Let's get some free heals off. Tried to flinch it, I suppose. Yeah, so all those workups were pointless because he kept growling me. So I think we're basically back to where we started. Could be a good support Pokemon setting up screens. Yeah, yeah. As I said earlier, I'm going to try to use more moves than just attacking moves this run. So when I get to which town? Whichever town it is where you buy TMs, I think the first TMs you find are like Reflect and Light Screen, aren't they? So I will definitely put them on and just play it safe. Because this run hasn't started out as perfect as I would like. I did get lucky with the Rog and Roller, but then our luck ran out with the crit on Blitzel. So we do need to make sure we play as at least a little bit more tactfully than we normally do. This should just be a straight, easy sweep with Dip, right? Just hit everything with Arm Thrust. Yeah, because you're all normal types. So yeah, this nice, easy win. Alright, Patrat. There we go. Oh, I need to do it first. Which one is it? It's this one, right? And then we go up here. Maybe use Flame Charge on the Gym Leader first. Yeah. Try and get some free speed. I also... Oh, that crit was very nice. I also want to see... Because I know Tepig can't learn it, because I already tried to teach him it. Can you now learn Work Up? You can. Okay. Alright, we have a strategy. First turn, Flame Charge, get the speed, hit a couple Work-Ups, Arm Thrust. Which means I can get rid of Tail Whip. Because if I have the attack, then their defense doesn't matter. It's you, then the girl in the middle, right? Oh, I need to actually read the book first. Right, then it's you, and then it's the girl in the middle. And let's try out this strategy against this girl. Yeah, you've got enough Pokemon where it actually matters. Well, probably not matters, but I mean it's a valuable practice run. I was gonna say that did a lot of damage, but if that's a crit, then that's fine. That did nothing as well, so we'll hit 2 workups, should be fine. Especially, we'll hit a second one of you as well, just to make sure we definitely outspeed anything that comes out next. No, I don't want Smog. I mean, a poison could be useful later on, but I can find Toxic by then, hopefully. Yeah, this is definitely the strat. Absolutely. Absolutely. There we go. And also what I'm thinking, just for this fight, I might actually put the Orange Berry on Diplex instead of the Charcoal, because I don't need the damage on Flame Charge. But I could maybe do with the health. No, take. Oh, actually, I probably should have kept one on Creed, but yeah, maybe I could potentially do with the extra 10 HP just while I'm setting up the workups. And I did this the complete wrong way round, but I would rather have the Orange Berry on Creed. Because if everything goes wrong, he is the fallback option. Right. We've done every fight we need to, though. There's no more worries of over-leveling. Iron Defense I will take over Harden. Sharply raises the defense stat, so yeah, it does it by two stages instead of 1. So it's just a better Harden. I mean, Secret Power is 70. I did not know Secret Power was that strong. Helping Hand is only useful in double battles. I'm going to avoid as many of them as possible. Make them single battles where I can. And that Helping Hand is a very, very niche chance of being useful, where a 70 base stab move is pretty good. With the added bonus of random effects. Right, here we are. First gym. Second gym. Jeez, what am I thinking? First gym. Second gym. Let's hope this does not go completely sideways. Do you have Intimidate? You do, okay. Don't appreciate that. But alright, we're faster than you already. Oh, what a crit. I don't like the defense drop. But use a workup on the heal. And let's go for a second one just to be safe. And you have now lowered my defense. Twice, actually, so... Oh, is it... let's go for another speed up. I don't know how fast Watchog is compared to me. Thank God we avoided that, because that could have done some real work. Alright, let's get this over with. You are done. And let's hope we can outspeed this, which we should do by now. And one shot. Alright, we outspeed. Good. Hit 3 times. Hit 4 times. There we go. Second gym down. Tepig definitely is making a difference in this run. Let's just hope he also comes in useful in the next challenge. What's the word I'm thinking of? Challenging gym, which is the 4th gym. Because the next gym, the 3rd gym, is a bug type, so that's an easy sweep. Let's just hope he can do something against Elise. But Mitz, that was a good shout on using Flame Charge first. Because I think that that Watchhog probably outspeeds. And with 2 defense drops, we could have been in danger there. Right, Berg, that is his name, right, Berg? You're next, and I am coming for you. We don't need to go in there anymore. I don't even need to heal, do I? No, the team is literally untouched. Ooh, I'm feeling good. I've just remembered when I was using the dowsing machine in the randomizer, there's an item around here. I swear there was. Yeah, okay, cool. Don't know if that Ultra Ball is actually useful, but well, of course it is, but I mean right now. This is all the same area, right? Well, I know it's the same area as immediately below, but like that bit down the bottom isn't a separate area, is it? I'm not confusing something, am I? Next level cap is 23, so we do need to be careful. All right. So speaking of, actually, we'll put burning up front. It is the same, yeah. Okay. I was hoping maybe that it was a little different. But I don't know what's going on today. I am struggling to talk. That Tim Pole would have been nice and useful for later on. Speaking of double battles before, this is our first one. But that helping hand, still unnecessary. 2 Sawaddles versus Ordino. Let's try out Secret Power. And then this fight could take a minute, so let's try and get some stat boosts. Razor Leaf does nothing. Didn't like that bug bite. Let's try and flinch you. You're finished. The Razor Leaf does nothing. I mean, right, why not? It takes 2 seconds. Let's go get free heal. Alright, let's take out these guys. You can't really hurt me. Secret Power still does good damage even after an Intimidate, so I think this Ordino is going to be very useful. I did not mean to run into the grass. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. Thank you. So are we back in the mix? Right, we're back. We're back on YouTube. We are back on Twitch. Yeah, okay. Right, sorry about that, folks. Don't know what happened there. We disconnected for a split second, but we should be back in action. Yeah, I'm liking this Ordino. This Ordino is nice. It says we are back live, but if anyone's in the chat, can you just confirm that for me, please? Because if we're not, I do need to fix that before we go any further. So I don't want anyone saying like, oh, you cheated while you weren't live. I want to make sure everything's live so we can be as honest as possible. Right, you are a fighting type, so we are not risking that. Let's send in Dan. He needs to get some XP. Just hit it with the leech seed. Just try to. That's going to do nothing, yeah. That was a crit. I did not appreciate that. But we survived another one. Right. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we survive another one. It's fine. And you used that bide far too late, my friend. Are we still live? Yeah, says we are. Alright, let's use a quick potion. And actually switch Dan in front because he's the next that needs a level, and I think Rock and Roller is going to be pretty useless in this area. I imagine a lot of grass types. Speaking of, it's monkey v monkey, but my monkey has setup moves. So as long as you don't go for a growl, we are fine. Lick is also not great, but we should out damage even with the paralyze. Dan the man, what? What do you mean, what? You are the lowest level. It's Dan and Dan. Oh, I get you. I thought you were saying what about something I said. I was like, I've not said anything wrong. That's factually correct. Right. Let's just get through these guys now. I am already sick of wild Pokemon, so let's use some of our repels. No, let's take the fight at least. We want the XP. We just don't want the XP off wild Pokemon. Alright, Pampor, that's a terrible matchup for you, my friend. Dan is going to wreck you. Don't get another... Oh, Jesus Christ. Right. I've got another Paralyze heal, but it is just annoying. Does that cure paralysis? Because it could be useful. No, it's poison. Okay. Oh, did I only pick up one paralyze heal? Oh, that's annoying. Oh, I have just noticed that, though. Let's put that back on Tepig. Or Embor, whatever his name is. I don't even know what the middle stage is called, actually. And it's not going to tell me, is it? Oh, Pignite. I remembered. I remember. The mushroom. I don't know why I always pick up that item. It's pretty useless, I think. I've never found a use for it in any of these playthroughs so far, anyway. Right. Patra. I mean, we're just going to try and do some damage. Yeah, I know we're paralyzed. Oh, God. Right, don't hit. Okay, now you have to hit. And you do. Oh, Dan, you're a good man. You didn't let me down. There's the paralyzed heal. Lovely. Right, you are there. And then it's straight up. There is a couple items. Well, there is an item to the right, but I don't think it's of any use. Alright, this is a good target for Rock and Roller, finally. That's going to do nothing. Alright, it did burn my berry, which I'm not happy about, but you are dead, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, there's an item over there, right? But I don't think it's any use, so we're just going to skip past it. Get through this forest. And get to this next gym. So we are going to be 3 gyms in. I think it's Grass Knot. That could actually be useful then. And I've got repels. Sorry, it's not like it's going to take me ages to get over there. Take a couple seconds. Is Grass Knot physical or special? I know it does more damage based on the weight of the Pokemon, but I just mean like in general. Because I could do with a physical and a special grass move on him. Because I think Work Up does both, right? So if I use Work Up, but then the Pokemon keeps using Growl, I can always just switch over to the special. It is special. Okay, cool. So yeah, that is the play. But then I'm thinking, right. I kind of want to keep Leech Seed because it's guaranteed chip damage if we come into anything. Well, it's guaranteed chip damage against those Emolgas. Well, no, it's not actually because they Volt Switch out. I like Leech Seed, is what I'm trying to say. So I might have to get rid of Bite. But that is my only dark type move for now. So that could be not great. There's the Miracle Seed. And I don't have a replacement for... I don't have a replacement dark move on anyone else. We'll leave it for now. And we'll just try to remember that that is an option. I also can't get a new Pokemon here either. Until after the gym, right? I can't go into the desert till after the gym, I believe. So we've got to do this gym as fast as possible. There is also that Eviolite that I'm going to pick up straight away. I'm not sure exactly who that's going to go. Well, I suppose for now I'll put it on Rock and Roller. Because I don't know, can Ordino evolve? And if it does, is it any good? Can't evolve. Okay, so yes, definitely useless on you. So yeah, we'll put it on Rock and Roller. Gives it that little extra boost, which should be very helpful in the next gym. I can't go past here, right? Well, Bianca wants to fight before we do that anyway. And I forgot what level she is, so I do not want to risk it just yet. I can. But don't I have to fight Bianca first, yeah? Or does that only trigger? Henry, new here. Will you be using repel manipulation strats? That is the plan, yes. Bianca wants to fight after the gym. Okay, right. We'll go get a new Pokemon and hope it's not Darmanitan. Oh no, Darumaka. Yes, Henry, I do have a slight prep sheet that has a couple of routes of repel manipulations. But seeing as I've already lost a few Pokemon, by that I mean accidentally killed them and not caught them. Some of them are thrown off a little bit. But we'll have to see. Yeah, so let's hope this guy... Well, just in case it is. We will not lead with Dan. Yeah, let's just hope this isn't a fire type. Because that would be pretty unlucky. It is. Okay. I suppose I can use it to sacrifice later on. Never mind. Another crit. Oh, Jesus, man. Jesus. Right. No Pokemon on this route. I'm getting really quite unlucky at this point. I can't go to the desert resort just yet. If I'd caught the Darumaka there, at least I would guarantee a Sandile. Well, basically guarantee a Sandile. But losing that was a bit of a mistake because, as I said, I could have always used it as a sacrifice later on. And it is a pretty strong Pokemon anyway. But that is a shame. We'll just have to hope we can make it through till we find some new routes. I mean, for this gym, we should be fine at least. You know, we do have our fire starter, so he should basically carry me through this gym. I also need to go to the other pier while I'm here, pick up the evolution stone for Pansage. And then what I could do with is actually looking up Pansage's evolution and seeing if it learns moves by level up. And which Pokemon is best. And how long when I should evolve him, basically. Is what I'm trying to say. Because I don't actually know what this thing learns naturally. And if it stops learning after it evolves. Alright, we've got the Eviolite. Let's actually put that on. Give that to you. A little extra boost there. Let's take out Team Plasma. Yamask is very good when it evolves. It carried me all the way before Iris in my Nuzlocke. You can get it in the Relic Castle. Yeah, that is... If I can get Sandile in the Desert Resort, I can guarantee a Yamask. But it is all about whether I can guarantee the Sandile. Which I don't believe I can guarantee now. I think Hold on, I've got the sheet up here. Yeah, because in the Desert Resort, if I use a level 22 Repel Manipulation, I can guarantee either Sandile or a Dwebble. So I suppose the only Pokemon I can guarantee now is a Sandile, but the Yamask would be very nice as well. Mitts, what's this? Seed Bomb 22, Acrobatics 31, and 43 Courage. Oh, is this Pansage's moves, yeah? I clicked off this game a little too calmly for someone who hasn't saved. Because sometimes this game likes to crash when you click off it. In that case... I think I'll probably keep him to level 31 then. Because if I can get the Sandile, then I don't need the crunch on this guy, because Sandile learns all those moves. All those dark type moves, I mean. So that's fine. Acrobatics, I suppose, could be quite good, but actually, yeah, no, it is, because at least that gives me a counter move to something that I naturally resist. So it could be very useful if we come across some stupid strong grass type at some point. But yeah, we'll go to 31 and then we'll evolve him. But we are at the third gym and we're not even 2 hours into the stream yet. We are making some pretty decent progress in my eyes. It's typically the past couple streams I've only been able to get to like 2 gyms each stream. So we are making some good time. Finish it off with a double slap. Actually, okay, it doesn't even finish it. That is mildly annoying. That crit. Alright, let's bring in the big boy. There's no point messing about here. Oh, okay, that does nothing. Yeah, there's no point messing about now. Let's just get this over with. I can't use you for the entire gym, though, because you will over-level. I don't mind Ordino getting to level 23 because, as I say, I believe Pignite is just going to sweep this gym. If I hit a couple workups and then just start flame charging, I should be able to just absolutely decimate the gym leader. What's the best way to grind XP? I'm using my DS. Ooh. Maybe Mitz can tell you, or someone in the chat, because I use rare candies. I do not bother with leveling for a stream because, well, because realistically, I would then spend the next... I would spend probably like 2 to 3 hours between each gym grinding up to the level caps, so it's more fun to watch with rare candies. So actual grinding strats, I have no idea, mate. I would... That was... Why am I still going for headbutt? This is terrible. I would guess whichever route that you're at that is the highest level, just run about in there. Why is this Dwebble actually causing me issues? Like... Ah, that's okay. Alright, let's get this one open. It's a trainer in here, right? No. I've already hit that button. No, I haven't. Right. Trainer here. One in the other room, and then we're at the gym leader. Right, Venipede, just don't poison me. We are now faster. Right, Ordino's now at the level cap. This is the last fight before the gym leader, so we should be fine just using dip. Flame charge should do the job nicely. Yeah, easy one shot. And there we go. We are at the gym leader. Now, I could do, well, I say could do. I wouldn't mind going back to the PC Pokemon Center to heal. Just to get the PP back on the... what is it I'm thinking of? Right, Seed Bomb is 80. Versus, that is a hell of an upgrade. What am I trying to say now? On Secret Power, get the moves back on Secret Power, but I do plan on just sweeping this. So I don't think I need to, actually. What are you trying to learn? Smackdown. That could be helpful against the Emolgas. Get rid of Sand Attack. Get you up to level. I don't mind rollout either. It does work really well with the defense curl, but I'm not going to have to sacrifice... Actually, rollout in a Nuzlocke is terrible. No, we're not doing that. We're not even... I shouldn't have even entertained that. Yeah, we do plan on just sweeping with this guy, so we should be fine, actually. I've lost my level caps. I know this one is 23, but I do like to have my level caps on screen so I can make sure. And here we go, third gym. Let's do this. I am risking a poison. But don't do it. Yes, right. More, one should be enough. And now we are... Well, I was faster anyway, but... Right, you are Pop, Bug, Rock. But I hope I should still be fine to do this. Okay, we take you out next turn. That doesn't do too much to me. And then last up is that Leaveney, which we are definitely faster than now. The only issue is if it goes for a bug, if it survives and goes for a bug move, it doesn't. It gets one shot. Lovely. There we go. Third gym. What? That was easy. What is your favorite Pokemon from Gen 5? And what got you into Nuzlocking? That is a good question for favorite Pokemon of this generation. What would it be? What would it be? I don't want to just say another starter because that does seem a bit of a cop out. Surprisingly, I'm not overly fond of this generation's legendaries. Well, not Reshiram anyways. I think Zekrom looks pretty cool, but I was going to say Garchomp, but that's last generation. What's the dragon of this game? The Haxorus. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say Haxorus is probably my favourite Pokemon of this generation. And then after that, what got me into Nuzlocking? I'd seen one or two about before. And I'm not a big watcher of Pokemon content on YouTube. I usually watch like real life stuff. But I have watched one or two Nuzlockes in the past, and I was like, I've always tried to do them before. It got me back into playing Pokemon to begin with, because I was like, oh, it's an added challenge to make the game actually a bit harder. So I tried to do them just for fun on my own. But inevitably, what would always happen is about halfway through the run, I would lose like my favorite Pokemon or my starter. And seeing as I was just playing for myself and everything, I would eventually just sack off the Nuzlocke rules and just revive it. So playing it, streaming it, recording it, putting it on YouTube and stuff like that is making me actually follow the rules and actually play by the rule set and make sure I enforce it. And it's making me learn more mechanics, more different ways to play the game. Because like I say, normally that won't do too much, right? Normally I would just fill every Pokemon on the team with 4 attacking moves and just throw myself at a gym until I beat it. But with like enforced level caps, Pokemon die if they actually faint. Like it just gives a nice challenge to the game. But that's about all that's got me into this. I believe it's in my channel description on YouTube, but I don't think I've actually said it on stream. I am not going to just be a Pokemon channel. Like, I want to get through most of these mainline games first, but then we are going to be streaming a lot more games in the future. Because at the minute, I am kind of like splitting my time of like streaming Pokemon and then in my own time playing other games. Whereas if I can just stream the games that I'm actually playing as well, it's 2 birds with 1 stone and hopefully keeps things a bit fresher. Dan, do you have a tip for Pokemon Sapphire? I don't, to be fair. I have done a randomized and a hardcore Nuzlocke of Emerald, but I don't know what the differences between the games are. I know Emerald has like more content, but I don't know what Sapphire has cut out. But my advice would be save your Master Ball for Kyogre, catch Kyogre, sweep the rest of the game. Make sure it's got Calm Mind, and then sweep the rest of the game. Because Kyogre has cost me a fair few Nuzlockes in the past. Most of these Pokemon around here are ground or fire. So we'll go into Pansage and hopefully just run into Sandiles. Sharing should be fairly easy. Until you go into a Pokemon that I instantly need to switch out for. That does nothing. Awesome. Alright, Rock Blast, take it out. Yeah, so going back to like the plan for the streams as well. I don't know if anyone in here is that big of a Star Wars fan, but I'm a massive one. And you can expect to see Knights of the Old Republic 2 streamed fairly soon. Because I just recently played the first one. And I think I spent about a week on that game, just like a week straight just playing it. It was a great game. So I am very much trying to play Knights of the Old Republic 2 as fast as possible. But I do need to get this series finished. Because so far, the only Pokemon games I have failed is a Heart Gold base run, which I will be going back to do eventually. And this Black base run. So I want to get this one done. Move on to Black 2. And then somewhere in between, try to fit in a Heart Gold one. But that is just a long game. And it is annoying when you lose right at the end and you have to redo everything. Especially when you lose at Red on top of Mount Silver, which is the very last fight of the game. And if you lose there, you've got to redo everything. It's so annoying. This Torment is doing my absolute head in. There you go, you die to Sandstorm. That was bad. What about Fire Red Nuzlocke? Let me think. I mean, it is a bit luck dependent, but if you catch a Nidoran, evolve it into a Nidoking as fast as possible. Evolve it into a Nidoking as fast as possible. That will sweep most of the early game for you, early to mid game for you. And then what's the legendary in Fire Red? Well, the 3 birds. And then as soon as you get Surf, go to the power plant, pick up Zapdos. And then it's dependent on whether you want to do the Sevi Islands or not. But if not, you can leave Moltres if you've got Charizard. Then you don't need Moltres. And if you are playing it legitly, then catch yourself an Abra, get an Alakazam, and once again, sweep. I don't know if Calm Mind is in Fire Red, though. But I think there is a move that you can use to set up with Alakazam. As long as it survives the first attack from whatever Pokemon, you can set up with it and just sweep basically everyone in that game. You should keep Iron Defense on your Roggenrola, because once it becomes a Boulder with Eviolite, it can become a good wall for the next couple of gyms. I didn't get rid of it, did I? No, I've still got it. Yeah, okay. Alright, we need to make it through here. The Dig TM is in this house next to me, I believe. Because I think Mitz always tells me to get it. Because I always forget about it. Alright, that bite is annoying, but the Leech Seed isn't going to give you much damage. And it gives me a chance to set up a workup. So we hit you with the Seed Bomb. Oh, Leech Seed damage doesn't count as a bite damage. Haha. Right. Right. Next Pokemon. Actually be a Sandile, please, because that really helps with the Relic Castle. So please be a Sandile. Okay, no. What the hell? It's a I didn't even this Pokemon isn't even on my radar. It's not in any of my notes or anything. So This is not ideal. Oh, you're a bug type. Right, you need to switch out instantly. Or immediately, actually. Not instantly, that doesn't really make much sense. We'll send in Pig Knight. How's Cotton Spore do? Lowest speed. I can't really hit you now, but... Also, Bug is strong against fighting, I think. Let's go for a defense curl. See what you try to go for. That is annoying. Because I was just going to let the Sandstorm do as much damage as possible. Alright, we'll send in Ordino. Yes, but now this does make the Relic Castle a 50-50. Which I'm not overly fond of. Because... Well, actually, if I don't get the Yamask, it's fine because I can find another ghost type later on. Although that ghost type is also fire type, so... We'll figure it out. Alright, you're now in orange. Before you start going for more synthesizers, let's hit you with a Great Ball. There we go, first try. Everyone in here has been named besides Henry, so... Welcome to the team, Henry. I'll try not to get you killed as fast as possible. But no guarantees because I am not the best. Yeah, the Derumaka would have been a nice duplicate to catch. Well, not duplicate, but second chance to catch it. Although that would mean later on I would have 3 fire types. So probably not ideal, actually. Let's check out this guy anyway. I don't know this Pokemon at all. I've seen it a few times, but I've never used one. You're a grass type, not a bug type. Okay. Modest nature, which is minus attack plus special attack. And water absorb. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Are you just Pansage's replacement? I think you might be. I think I have found Pansage's replacement. I mean, we kill. We're faster and we kill, so that's fine. I love being a Dancing Thorns. I hope so. I hope the guy's good as well. Because I'd hate to have you die so soon. Where is the house for healing? Is over here. Let's throw on a repel because these wild Pokemon are starting to annoy me again. So I'll chuck on one of you, run down here. And let's give you a go. I do like the fact that he does have the water absorb ability. So I could... I can potentially bait out water moves with Pig Knight. But I suppose it's only really useful if he's actually injured. Because it's not like it ups the power of those moves. But could be a potential free heal. Right. I am just going to run through as many of these people as possible because you give me something. I forgot what you give me. The soft sand. Okay. I want to say there's something over here as well. There is after when I come back with the dowsing machine. Right. 2 things in here. We get... Right, it is a sand isle. Okay, okay. I mean, I don't mind at all. It'll very much still be useful. But like I say, I would have liked the Yamask. Double slap is definitely not going to kill, right? Yeah, definitely. Even if it hits 5 times, it's alive. Right. Now we chuck a Pokeball at you. And I believe everyone has been named. There we go. The Sand Isle is caught. We will name you Crocodile Dundee. Might be showing my age even more there. Right, I need a water type, right? Yeah, 100% I need a water type. So we are taking the turtle, which I've never learned how to actually pronounce its name. It's like Turtoga or Turturi. It's something stupid anyway. Well, there's the Yamask. So I know how to pronounce his evolution's name. His evolution is like Caracosta or something. Much more simple. But we do now return to... I'm going to make my way to the next town first. Get the bicycle. And then we are going to retrace our steps back to the museum. Are you replacing Dan? Oh, that is a question, actually. Let's get out of there first. What are we doing? So I've got... I don't know, actually. So Dan gets acrobatics at 31, which will be at only flying type move, which could be useful in some cases. Tell you what, we will decide when we've actually we'll decide when we actually need to. For now, we still need to make it there. The water guy can learn Curse and Shout Smash, so you can use him for free setup. Since he also has Sturdy as an ability. Oh, okay. That could be very useful. Creed, you take out this guy. The 6th gym also gives acrobatics as a TM, so yeah. So having him learn it isn't as crucial, because also the flying type is only useful against grass and like bug, but fire it does the same as well, right? So Pignite should have that covered regardless. And if you do, can you name other Pokemon Dan? Don't you dare want to fight. I will name him Dan 2. Right, next town. Right, old man, give me the bike. Oh no, everyone's pretty much healthy, right? There is no real danger in this fight. Let's lower your speed. Give it the Mega Drain. So I can also... Oh, yeah, you do some good damage. So you'll do even better damage with a Miracle Seed as well. Now, the only issue I'm thinking is the turtle isn't going to be much use in this next gym. You're a poison type, which is super effective against me, not the other way around. So I definitely should have switched there. Alright, what's the level cap? 27. Okay, so we're not in any danger. This should basically one-shot. Just about. So what was I saying? Yeah, so the turtle isn't going to be any use in this next gym, so I might keep Dan 1. But he will most likely be a sacrifice, I'm sorry to say. Alright, yeah, you go do that. I will do a quick heal and then run back and get my new Pokemon. Which means at the same time I'm going to need some more repels. Let's get a couple potions, I suppose. You never know. Right. Oh, the shop. Oh, that was perfect time to look as well. Ordino can learn Thunder Wave, Light Screen, or Reflect. They are 10k. I only have 20k. Well, they're 30k actually, so I can't even get one of these yet. I'm not going to be able to sell enough stuff to make 10k. That smoke ball is useless. But it is only 100 quid, so it's pretty pointless. Tiny mushroom is 250. Alright, let's get rid of these at least. We're never going to use them at all, so we might as well sell them. Can you sell TMs? No. Right, we'll have to come back for that. Let's go. I'll tell you what, on our way back to get our fossil, I will try to fight some guys. Alright, we can fight you. I know for a fact I didn't fight you, so... Alright, little Blitzel, but a Blitzel does usually have Flame Charge as well. So we'll go into Creed. I shouldn't do too much. Hit it with a Rock Blast. Before we take on the gym as well, I can actually get some new encounters. So we will go there and hopefully find something useful. I don't think there is anything super useful on the next couple routes, but still worth a look. What am I doing? Get back on the bike. Right. It's a straight shot now. And I'm thinking, as long as I make it past the least now, the rest of the game up until the Elite Four should be fairly straightforward. Off the top of my head, this guy also gives me a quick claw, which I missed. Could come in handy for someone. Yeah, off the top of my head, I can't think of any difficult fights coming up. I didn't fight any of these guys here either, so these should be a bit of free money. Because you should be severely underleveled now. I mean, not massively different in levels, but... Well, against Henry anyway. I think the next hard fight, realistically, is going to be the Dragon Gym if I don't get an Ice type. Clay could be dangerous. What's he? He is the... 5th gym. He's the one after this one, right? Who is a ground type 5th, yeah. But a ground type, if I've got my water type, should be fairly straightforward, right? Like, I could just hit him with, like, whatever water moves I've got by then. Let's get rid of these fresh waters. Stick them on these guys. You're not a trainer, but you are. Oh, no, you're not either. You are. Yeah, and then after Clay... Is it before or after, actually? We get Surf. Because if we get Surf beforehand, then it's even easier. Alright, what am I doing? Stop messing about. Just go into Creed, take him out. Hit him with a Rock Blast. Hit him with a Smackdown. If you're searching for ice types, make sure to change your season to winter to get Cubchoo. Oh, okay. That's a good idea, actually. Yeah. But that's... What have we? We've got about just under an hour left on the stream. So that will be next session, more than likely. So I'll need to try to remember to change the time on my PC before we start the next stream. I really need to get Dundee up to level. I forgot he was even in the party, to be honest. But the second stream is... Well, if you're on Twitch, then you can see my stream schedule. But for everyone on YouTube, it's the same schedule I've been doing this past week. So we go till 4, come back at 7, go for another couple hours. So there's 2 streams every day, typically. So as long as this next gym fight goes fairly well, we might get very far tonight. Just while I'm picking up the fossil, we will box Dan 1. But as I said, for this upcoming gym, I don't reckon Dan 2 is going to be that useful. See, is it Tortuga? But isn't that also a place? Or is that Tortuga? Or is that why it's named that, actually? I'm thinking of Pirates of the Caribbean. I swear there's a place called Tortuga. Or Tortuga, or whatever. Right, before we box you, let's just check you out. So, modest nature, minus attack plus special attack. That's fine for Surf. And solid rock reduces damages from super effective moves. So her Volt Switch isn't actually going to be stupid powerful then. And then mix that with potential Omni Boost from Ancient Power. Physical defense stat is pretty good as well. You might actually stay on the team. 1 second. Let's check you out. So your defense, even with a plus defense nature, your defense is worse. But you are resistant. Well, not resistant, but at least you're not super effective against it. You do have the workup as well, so I could actually just like try to set up with workup and then sacrifice you with a very strong seed bomb. I don't know what the correct play is here, actually. Because you also won't have the Miracle Seed, because I'm going to put the Miracle Seed on Henry. Because he's just stronger anyway, so... But then the Leech Seed could give me free health to then also set up with Pignite. What's Sandile? Is Sandile a ground type? He's a ground type, so you're actually probably going to be... I think Dundee might actually be the hard carry for this gym, actually, so... We might be okay regardless. I will take Dan 1 instead. Use him as a sacrifice. But I think Dundee's going to be the one to get the job done here anyway. What's the level cap? 27, so... Alright, let's get back to town. Take on all her gym trainers. And then let's see how this goes anyway. I think Sandile will probably be the play anyway. So let's not risk the fossil Pokemon. I don't mind sacrificing the Grass Monkey, because I don't think they scale with the rest of the game. Like, even if he survives this next gym, I don't think he'll be making the Elite Four. So yeah, so alright, that's what we'll do. We will lead with the Monkey against the Emolga. Set up a Leech Seed against the Volt Switch. Oh, I somehow didn't fight you. Okay. Yeah, set up a Leech Seed against the Volt Switch, so then when he brings in the next Emolga, or even the Zeb Striker, the Leech Seed will land on that. I then go into Sandile, so then they can't Volt Switch out. Why am I even thinking about attacking with that? Yeah. This is the play. This is the play. Mitts, Rock and Roller. Yeah, true. He does have Smackdown. Yeah, he does have Smackdown, and then also, I suppose, we can save Sandile just in case it gets a bit dicey. Rock would be super effective against Molga's Flying type. Yeah. And I've just remembered he's got that Smackdown. So that will do. Now, the way it says it in the description, does it do more damage to a Flying type? Because I know it's super effective against Flying type anyway, but I mean, like, if it's a Flying type Pokemon, does it take even more damage than just base 50? Can he learn dig? Let's have a look. I would have. I'm pretty sure Sandile definitely can. Yeah. It will ground the flying type, not do extra damage. Okay, right. So we'll get rid of Sandtomb, and then how do you play Pokemon on PC? Just an emulator. If you just Google, if you just Google a DS emulator, super simple. Download, install, nothing really complex. It just gives you a few more options. So obviously you can use cheats, and as you've probably noticed, you can speed up the game, so I don't have to just... Playing Pokemon at normal speed now just feels like an absolute drag. So the Fly Tank can be hit with ground moves next turn, yeah. Unfortunately, you can't learn Dig. Maybe you can when you evolve, though. Let's get everyone up to 26. That should give me enough. What am I thinking of? Should give me enough of a buffer to not overlevel from the gym trainers. You finally get Giga Drain as well. Perfect timing. 40 over 70. Yes, so it's such a nice boost. 26. Yeah, you evolve at 25. Perfect. Right. Maybe the evolved form can learn Dig. Because I remember Tepig couldn't learn Work Up, but then Pignite could. So maybe that's something in play. Power Gem, how strong is that? 70. Versus 25. I know it can potentially do 125 damage with all 5 hits, but... Yeah, we'll get rid of the Rock Blast. It's special, though. That is a good point. That is a good point after I already did it. I didn't think about that at all. What the hell does entrainment? That compels the target to mimic it, making the target's ability the same as the user's. What is your ability again? Actually, I don't know if that's going to be useful. That's too much thinking. Worrying about other Pokemon's abilities. I just plan to kill them before that matters. Well, hopefully I can remove that Power Gem with Dig. Unable still. Okay, well, damn it. Regenerate heals HP by switching. Yeah, so yeah, I would rather not give the AI an ability to heal. Right, yeah. So we definitely didn't want to put it on that anyway. Right. Alright, that Power Gem was a huge misplay, but we do have Smackdown, so it should be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. You've got Dig. Got Assurance there. Torment, what does that do again? Enrage the target, making it incapable of using the same move twice in a row. Not going to be really useful for this gym because they always go for a Volt Switch, so... What Pokemon name the AI? I haven't found a terrible Pokemon yet, so... when we eventually catch one, we will do that, but so far, we're doing okay. Volt Switch is physical, right? So ideally, I would want a light screen. Yeah, ideally, I want a light screen, but we don't quite have the moolah for that yet. So let me... Wait, it's physical that I want light screen. That doesn't make any sense. It's physical, I want reflect. It's... Oh, no, it's volt switch is special. Okay. Then we definitely want light screen. Right, you've got the miracle seed now. You are already quite strong. Your special attack is actually pretty impressive. You've got the strongest attack stat of anyone on the team. So yeah, you also having the miracle seed is fantastic. The only issue, I would like you to have like a leech seed or something. Just so then we can reliably use you. Resisting the user attacks the opposing Pokemon. The target's special attack stat is reduced. Could be useful against a Molga. You can't learn it though. Never mind. I did see a potential play there, but never mind. Right. Right. No more talking. Let's get through this. Most of these trainers have Emolgas, so let's do some practice swings. Oh, I've got to deal with this guy first. Oh, God. Go away, N. Oh, actually, you could give me some more money for when I beat you. But am I going to get 6 grand before I get to the gym leader? I doubt it. Wait, hold on. No. I've got Pokemon to catch first. Right, so we'll take this guy on, and then we go to the right. We get a couple more routes there, which are full of trainers. So that's more money. And then from there... and then from there, we see what we're working with. Right, you... Let's go back into Henry. And hopefully pick up the light screen. Back into you. Of course you would get a burn. Why wouldn't you? Alright, Scraggy is fighting Dark, I want to say. You're not really going to do much to Henry. Swagger's a bit annoying, but... Okay, right. We'll go into my own fighting type. Yeah, let's see how you like a flame charge. You like that fairly well, actually. That is surprising. See, this is where I can't send in Ordino because that will just die. Let's try a seed bomb. Unless, yeah, I was going to say, unless he crits, we survive. So we take that out. That's you finished, yeah? No. Oh, jeez. You have dark. You do have a dark type move. It's not quite crunch, but oh Jesus, man! That was a crit. Okay. You're not ghost type, are you? You're psychic type, right? Yeah, fine. Let's hope for a paralyze. Yep. Alright, we now outspeed. You're dead. Fantastic. That paralyze did come in a bit clutch. There we go. I always forget this fight that he has that Sigilif last. It always nearly kills some of my team. Right, heal. Catch Pokemon. Take out Elise. You go inside. Let's get this bit out of the way. Do that. Oh, you want me to be a furry. I am not dressing up my Pokemon, you little freak. So, yes. Just hit OK. Hit OK. There we go. Strength HM. Oh, yes, thank you. Right, yes. There's the wasp. Alright, let's go get that. I think I actually need it as well to get through this area, right? I did not want to go upstairs. Let's take on these guys. More money. Try to get that light screen. And hopefully not lose someone in between. Of course, you've got Intimidate. We should be fine, though. If this doesn't do much, we are... Right. Arm thrust. There we go. I have just thought, though, how much money do you give? You give nearly $1,000, so actually, yeah, we could be doing okay. 27, yeah. So I need 3 more grand. Okay. But I'm also forgot that I leveled everyone up to nearly the level cap, so we do need to avoid some of these fights at least. We're definitely not staying in on that. Ducklet is exposing a bit of weakness on the team because I do have a grass type, but you are part flying. And of course you go for Aerial Ace. That was a crit. That was a shocking amount of damage. We'll just go into Ordino. Shouldn't really be able to do anything to this guy. And of course you get the Confuse. You should have Sturdy. That is very true actually. Could have just hit it with the Smackdown and forgot all about this, but... And of course you'd hit yourself about 8 times in a row. I'm about to start swearing. Lipod is a dark type. Back into Pignite. That's fine. You are not surviving this turn. There we go. And you give me 700. Eh. Actually, why am I going back? I've got potions. I've got to try to remember that Creed has Sturdy, so even against something super effective, he does survive. Let's try and make it through here, because once again, we want to try that double battle chance. Alright, Lost Lawn Forest gives me a Cottony. Our third grass type. Not that this is a bad Pokemon, but it's my third grass type, so this one has gained the name AI. Let's get rid of these Pokeballs before we switch over to Ultra Balls. Right. There's nothing left up here, is there? There's just this weird truck. We could have got one of these things, which I don't mind not getting. And what's... Is this like some post-game stuff? But there's a woman up here that just doesn't talk. Is it something post-game? Or am I missing something? Like, she just doesn't say anything. Are you supposed to come back after beating the Elite Four or something? There's nothing to do here either. You can't open anything. There's nothing to talk about. That's a Zoroark. Oh, okay. Any way to activate it, or... what are the... Was an event where you needed the shiny legendary beasts. Oh, okay. Well, pointless. Sorry, Dan, what are you trying to say? What are the Rueda of a Nuzlocke? Right, we don't need to be here anymore. Let's stick on a Repel. Yes, I do need strength to get a potential double battle. Right, well, perfect chance to get rid of Power Gem. Rules, sorry. Oh, basic rules are you can only catch the first Pokemon of each route that you encounter, unless it's a duplicate. If that Pokemon faints, you have to either box it or release it straight away, unless you're using it as a HM slave. You can only go to the highest level of the next gym's highest level Pokemon, so there's no over leveling. And then the hardcore, the added on hardcore thing is you can't use any potions or healing items inside the battle itself, because typically in a Nuzlocke I could just like have one really strong Pokemon, let that get low, and then just keep spamming potions until there's a break, and I can go then. But in a hardcore, there's none of that. You just have to risk it. So for someone like me who is not that good at these games anyway, doing hardcore Nuzlocks was probably a bad idea, especially for this generation, because there's a fair few chances I could have beaten this already if I was allowed to use potions, but I've done it to myself. Right, double battle, please. No, okay. Duplicate because I caught Purloin. So, don't need you. Double battle. There we go. Right, I am picking the psychic type. I am going to definitely switch out of you, actually, because the Psychic type is super effective. We'll send in Ordino. Alright, take you out. Right, don't. I was hoping Ordino hit this guy instead, but never mind. That headbutt hopefully doesn't kill. No. Let's get these Ultra Balls going. I don't like how much damage that's doing, actually. Send in Dundee. What do you mean? It's impossible to... What? Do I have to use you? Right, we definitely have to switch. Alright, go into you, and then I suppose just use that. Now let's try that again. There we go. Right. Does anybody know any goth girl names? I was thinking Billy. It's not what I was thinking, but sure, we'll go for it. Oh, Billie Eilish, yeah. Of course. Oh, we definitely need to switch. In that case, I do need to actually go fix Billy's name, because that's not how you spell it. That is the boy way of spelling Billy. But I can't do that till the next town, so... she'll have to stay like that for now. Right. Before we accidentally get this guy killed. No, I just like the name Billy. Oh, okay, fair enough. Name rate was in the last town. Oh. I thought he was... oh, I'm thinking of the damn move relearners in a Mistralton or whatever you could, however you pronounce it. Well, when we're ready to bring her onto the team, we'll go do that, because we're getting kind of close to the end of the stream and we need to get this done. Well, I want to get this gym done before we end for a couple hours. So heal and let's go take on this gym. Now, let's test out our creed against these Emolgas. I think this first trainer has one. Right. And as long as she doesn't start spamming double teams, we should be okay. What did I just say? That does awesome damage. Thank you very much. Oh, God. He is now at the level cap, though, so I can't use him at all. We are also... There's nothing I can do to you, though, is there? But I suppose, likewise, all you've got is Pursuit or, like, Aerial Ace. And we need to get some, like, static berries or whatever, because everything is going to end up getting paralyzed. And I didn't pick up any paralyzed heals. Right. Yeah. Alright, anyway. Pick up some paralyzed heals, and then we have to switch Boulder to, like, the back of the team and just pray we don't have to use it, because he is so close to over-leveling. Also, what are you holding? The Eviolite, yeah. Let's test out our Diplex. Let's see if any workups does the work. Dan 2, yeah. Does he have Smackdown as well? I feel like he did. Or I might be misremembering. No, he doesn't. Yeah, Ancient Power. What the hell's that ability? Infiltrator is passes through the foe's barriers and strikes. All right, okay. Oh, speaking of, have I got 30 grand? Let's check this guy. Quiet, which is plus special attack minus speed. That's absolutely fine, to be honest. That's, she's got pretty good special attack. Right, we'll leave that for now. Have I got? I do indeed. Right. Before we do anything else, special attacks. Pick up a couple paralyzed heals, just so then I don't have to keep running back every 5 seconds in this gym. Right. Now, this could end up proving pretty pointless. Because... what's his name? Creed could just end up sweeping, but you never know. Get rid of Attract. That is pointless. So was Refresh, actually. But yeah, right. Let's carry on. We've got, what, 15 minutes left? Let's get through this. If some reason this doesn't go to plan and I wipe, I don't know what our second stream tonight is going to be. Because it definitely isn't going to be a rerun of this. I might have to do a cheeky Heart Gold. Oh my god, first turn as well. Yeah, we might have to run back a Heart Gold random no, base game Nuzlocke, because as I say, I still haven't done that. Or we move on to Black 2. I don't know. But let's just hope we don't have to worry about that. I hate the fact you got paralyzed straight away. Like, electric types are easily some of the most annoying Pokemon that they make. We've got another one. Let me guess. Your static is going to proc straight away. Let's try a workup. Your flame charge does nothing. We are now +1. What absolute cancer. And there's a second one. Right, +1 Oh, we are at the level cap as well, though. I was going to say... I've lost my entire train of thought now. I can't even think about what I was trying to say. We'll send in Dundee. Although, if it's an Emolga, I have 0 attacking moves for it. It can't really hit me either, I suppose. And then I think we've got one more fight, and then we're at the gym leader. You aren't double team spamming me. Because that is easily the most annoying tactic that there is. I mean, I knew that was going to happen. That's fine. And one more. There we go. Alright, now it's gym time. Right, let's go. Okay, right. Before we do anything else, heal you. Bring you back to full just to be safe. 27. 27. 27. Let's get the light screen up and running first. Let's see how we do. Right, come on. Come on. He is going to outspeed, but then we hit him with the light screen, so the next one won't do anywhere near as... Actually does nothing. It's probably going to volt switch again, so I would like to bait Dundee, but I also then can't hit it. So, light screen, Evia light, fantastic amounts of resistance. Right, you're going to switch out again. You're going to hit the floor. You're now going to heal, right? So we do it again. And then you're going to switch out again, right? Oh no, you're going to heal again. Okay. Nice. We got max damage on that one. Light screen has wore off now, but... And Zeb Striker's probably coming in. So we make your volt switch, do nothing, and then we can also then set up... Oh no, because if you volt switch... Okay, well... That was a bit of a mistake, but it's fine. If he crits, that did what? That did 21. So if he crits, I survive with 1 HP. And now, Aerial Ace into Ordino shouldn't do anything. Set up another light screen while he goes for a volt switch. And let's just see what Secret Power does. Nowhere near enough. Spark is physical, right? So the light screen actually doesn't really do much here. But we survive anyway. Ideally... I just don't want to bait in a flame charge because... Alright. I know a flame charge is coming now, but you still... Does he not have flame charge? Alright, back into Ordino. Okay, now you use it. Right, you are faster now. Well, you're faster anyway. One last light screen. Secret power on the Zeb Striker. Should finish the Zeb Striker. Then we've just got a Mulga left, who is nearly dead already. There we go. We have done this. We have done this. The shoot isn't going to do much. That was a crit and it's... There we go. 4th gym down. Oh, absolutely fantastic scenes. That is what we like to see. Right. We are halfway through. You give me Volt Switch as well. I don't have an electric type, but it's fine. So we are officially halfway through the game. So when we come back later, we just have the back end to do. And the only real fight that we might have an issue with is apparently Clay. So we will get to that. But I am going to end the stream there for now. I'll be back in a couple hours. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Hope you've been entertained. And hopefully I'll see you all later. Peace.